as a trader is to identify what you do as a trader. First thing is to identify the overall push, the overall trend, overall direction. We don't just want to just hop in and take a trade by using a single time frame or so. What you do as a trader is to determine what trader you are, whether you are a swing trader, day trader, or a scalper, and every trader have a directional time frame and an entry time frame. What do I mean? A directional time frame is a time frame where you confirm or it determines your directional bias, your overall move, what you're looking at, the bigger picture, that's to say. So what you do on the higher time frame is to look out for your direction. If market is on a up push or a down push, up move or a down move, or sideways. Here is an example of an up move, and this is an example of a down move, and this is a ranging market consolidation, so to say, or whatever. This is Euro USD, and okay, this is just an example. So how do you identify your direction? How do you identify, let's stick with this now, how do you identify that? How do you know that this is an uptrend? First, as a trader, you know that price doesn't just move on a straight line, it doesn't just continue moving like this. There's always a pullback, there's always a time when price comes back to retest a level or to pull back to a zone. These are demand zones, order blocks, things like that. So price will always come back to a zone. Anyway, so how do you identify that this is an up push? This is what you do. You mark out your break of structures, you identify a push or a break of structure. This was the recent high price made, and so if this is the recent high that price made, that so this would be your recent low that price created, right? And price, this will be your protected zone. This zone will be a protected zone. So price fell to close below your zone and move up, created a new high. Price created a new high. Price created a new high, so giving you a break of structure, and this is a new support, this is a new resistance. Price failed to come back and close below this. Instead, price broke out of this and came back here to retest this zone, and so it continues moving. So that's how you identify your break of structure, and you use this to know the overall trend direction. So this is a break of structure to the upside, and similarly, so the opposite case, whatever you say it, this is a downtrend, the down push, and so you use same method to determine your overall direction on the downtrend. So this is a push to the down. This is the previous, this was the previous high. Price retraced back, failed to close above this high. Instead, it came to a zone and moved down, breaking this low, came back again. This failed to close above this, came back, broke this zone. So this is a break of structure, this also a break of structure, and so price continue moving down. So yeah, that's how you identify uptrend or a downtrend. And for the ranging markets, you notice that price will give you equal highs or nearly equal highs, meaning price will be providing or creating something that looks like a support and resistance, or that kind of push. So as you can see here, it's neither up nor down, it's just been creating this pattern or this sideways movement. It's called sideways movement or consolidation or ranging market. So yeah, that's it. So after you identify this on the lower time frame, on the higher time frame, which is the direction, so let's assume price is moving up. You know that price tend to move up because that what pushed the market is money. Money is what, a lot of money is what pushes the market. A lot of it is what pushes the market. So let me just go straight to the charts and show you some things, starting from the daily, my directional time frame. So here's my daily, my directional time frame. I've marked out everything. I'm already in this sell position. So this is the reason why I took this sell. I'm just explaining why I took this sell. So you know that first thing you do is to identify your trend, up, down, or sideways. And from here, the recent price action here is sideways, right? But then if you look closely, you discover that overall move, everything here screams downtrend. What do I mean by that? It tells you that price want to goes down, want to go down, want to move down. So here is how you know, just the way I explained earlier, the high and the low. The high was and the low. This is the highest price previously price went to. Let me just use this. Just focus on this, please. What you notice here, price came to this point, and this was the highest high, and this was the lowest low. So price came, price came, and what do you notice? Price failed to close below this zone. So this is our protected zone. This is our protected zone, and this is our high. So now your job is as a trader is to wait to see if market will close below or above that high. But what do you notice? Price came and break the high, the low. Price came and break the low, and that gives you a new market structure shift to the downside. This is a market structure shift to the downside. So yeah, this is a market structure shift to the downside. So this is a downtrend. From what I explained here, this is a downtrend because price failed to close above the highest high. Instead, it came and break down, giving us a break of structure, or market structure shift to the downside. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at. And from what I say, if you notice that this is a resistance, and from that resistance is where you find your other blocks, your favorable gaps, all those stuff. Everything is there. So what I just do is just to go to my H4, mark out my other blocks, and yeah, this is a very powerful resistance, and there you have your other block or your supply region. This is my supply zone. This whole zone, I don't know, but this whole zone like this, is my supply zone. This whole zone like this is my supply region. It's my supply zone. So what I do is to wait. As you can see, price came here, failed to clear out this high. So you have to wait. You have to be patient as a trader and wait for price to come back to your zone. You have to wait for price to come back to your zone. So price came, tapped me in, and I'm in this sell right now. So usually I would really love to take a buy from here. It's a very beautiful buy. I would really love to take this buy, but I will not take it. Who can tell me why would I not take it? Why would I not take this buy? It's a very good buy. 8.51 RR. So I'll use, in fact, let me go analyze it. I'll use this previous low as my stop loss and this previous high as